Rolling. I got the Rez Refuge, baby. Hi, my name's Irvin Wauneka. I am a solo acoustic singer-songwriter from Fort Defiance, Arizona. And I'm also the vocalist for the band Born of Winter. I be doing the screams and howls and scripture, you know. Yeah. I'm half Zuni and I'm half Navajo. Born and raised here in Fort Defiance, Arizona. Shout out to Rez Refuge for having me up. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing cool things for the community. Yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, let's get to these questions. First question. What inspired you to pursue music? Well, it was mainly family. A lot of my family members are gifted, you know, musically. I think my main influence was my Uncle Duran. His name's Duran Gasper. On my mom's side, down in Zuni. So, you know, and as a kid, we would go down there, and every time I'd see him play, I was just caught in the moment, and it was just captivating. So, I mean, it would just, I was in awe, you know, like, my most vivid memory was him playing Neil Young's Heart of Gold. You know, I would sit there on the couch just like, how is he making this sound? And not only that, he was playing the harmonica too. So, you know, like, how is he playing two instruments at once and singing the song? And it sounded so good, man. It just caught my soul. And I think that was one of the main influences, you know, early in my, you know, as a kid. And not only that too, I grew up listening to a lot of R&B and a lot of hip hop. I was a 90s baby too, so, you know, just the 90s era just was, it still gets me to this day. To this day, it still gets me, you know? So my mom would always be jamming, you know, like Pat Benatar, and my dad was always listening to like classic music, you know, like AC/DC, Rhino Bucket, all the main ones like Van Halen, you know, ZZ Top for sure. Even my sister Kayla, you know, she has a very, very strong voice. I mean, she doesn't put it out there, but she can wail, you know? Plus, she was also in the Zuni marching band as well, along with my Nana Arliss too, you know? My grandpa Arliss, they were both in the Zuni marching band. So, you know, like, we would go to Gallup during ceremonial, and we would just, you know, try to catch them. Oh, there they are, you know, that's my sister, that's my grandpa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit excited. Anyway, even, you know, just the people, even just my peers, you know, they introduced me to a lot of really, really good music, and it just, you know, it stuck to me, and there's just this vibe you get from it, and like, for me, I wanted to do it, and I wanted to pursue it. That also inspired me. Also, there was this one summer in 2003, I was 13. Me and my cousin Brent stayed out in Temecula, California. We went out there to go stay with my uncle Trap. And that whole summer, you know, he would always be playing guitar and be looking up tabs. And I mean, he was also the first one to teach me how to read guitar tabs. He had this black Jackson, and he would be playing it. There was like tons of stickers on it, you know, just metal stickers, and he'd be playing it all summer. And then I would just, you know, just be like, dang, like, that's really, really cool. We'd be watching Headbangers Ball, and that's like one of the main reasons why, one of my big influences in metal, you know, I mean, just going back to the metal part, that really just, oh, it just grabbed me by the, no, but yeah, it really motivated me to, you know, just keep that music going. But yeah, so pretty much my main influence was my family. Yeah. Okay, next question. What do you like about performing/writing music? Yeah. I love performing. You know, I think I perform better than I do recording, but that's just me. I mean, I've always loved performing. You know, just as a teen, I would just stand in front of the mirror, and I would just like mimic like Corey Taylor with the DirecTV remote, just singing in front of the, you know, mirror, like trying to do the metal pose, trying to get it down and everything. You know, doing the 1 foot up. I used to always do that. Yeah, just performing. I love performing. One of the things I like doing is I like changing it just a little bit. My songs, like I would add a verse into a song, or I'd extend some harmonies. I would loop stuff and just harmonize, and just to try new things, see what works, see what doesn't. If it doesn't work, pull it. If it does, the crowd's feeling it, add it in. Even inviting someone else, like an impromptu, freestyle, someone would come up on stage and jam with me, stuff like that. And I feel like, it adds, a little bit of exclusiveness, and it makes it more intimate for, the audience. Like, yo, I saw him do that. He did it different. And it was cool. Like, I've been performing since I was like 15, and ever since I just couldn't get enough of it. I love it. I love just the whole atmosphere there. All the heads are coming together to enjoy awesome music, and that's another thing too is meeting new people. Meeting new people, and then the feedback that they give is just very, very. It's just it makes just the hours of practice, the frustration, the driving, all that, it just adds up to it. And it's a very, very rewarding feeling. And that's why I love performing. Okay, so the thing about writing music is that, there are no rules. I mean, you can write about anything, whatever you want. Like, I do this thing where, I don't know what it's called, but I like to call it free writing. But basically what I do is I'll take a pen, paper, and just jot down whatever I'm thinking, anything I'm thinking. If it rhymes, it rhymes. If it doesn't, who cares? There are no rules. You're just letting it all out on the page. What's going on? What's been going on that day? What's been going on that week? The month, the year? Family, anything. Yeah. Anyway, but like by the time you're done, I'll have like a page or two, and I'll just pick and choose what I like. Maybe tweak it just a little bit. Go back and tweak it, and I'll probably only use like 1 or 2 lines out of 2 pages, but it's okay, it's worth it, and that's one of the things I like to do. Plus, the more you write, I mean, just like with anything, the more you do it, the better you get, and that's what I really want to aspire to do is just to become a better writer. I mean, it could be very therapeutic. And another thing about writing music too is that when people relate to it, when you have someone say, I felt that, man, I felt what you said, and I've been going through the same thing, and it's just kind of like, I'm not the only one. There are other people out there who feel these feelings. It's very gratifying when someone can, relate to your music or your words or just whatever you've done on stage. It makes me feel like I'm worth a damn. I just love it. Can't stop it. Okay, so next question. What are your musical accomplishments? My musical accomplishments. Okay, so I released an EP on, like major streaming platforms. It's entitled Far From the Shore. It's just a collection of songs of what I'm feeling, just a lot of feelings that I just, had bottled up and had to put it out there. I got to, hang out with some really cool people who gave me a chance. My friend Jude Candelaria recorded me. He believed in me. Shout out, Jude. Also, too, I've got involved with the Native American Music Fund. And if you don't know, they're based out in Winter Rock. And what they did was they would provide the youth, the community, the kids with instruments. And they would teach them how to play, too. But there were teachers there. And that's where I met a lot of cool people, A lot of really cool people. Very talented individuals, if I must say. And I'm very proud, to call myself a part of the Native American Music Fund. So shout out Native American Music Fund. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are beautiful. And on the flip side, going back to the metal music, Born of Winter, I mentioned I was a vocalist. I was featured in a Revolver magazine documentary called Rez Metal, which was really kind of surreal because the guys from Revolver, they came out here and in my house in Fort Defiance, they came to my house and they interviewed me in my living room. It was really exciting. I used to read Revolver all the time as a kid. So that opportunity to meet new people and, even go in new places is It's very rewarding in itself. Okay, last question. Is there anything you would like to share to inspire others to try musical expression? First off, I think it is very, very therapeutic. I mean, it really does clear your mind because, you know, you can just let it all out there, whether it be on stage or whether it just be in a song. Like I mentioned it before, there are no rules, really. I mean, just what's up here can just, you know, be expressed through your hands or whatever, however you want to, you know, through your voice. Plus, it helps me come out of my shell. I mean, it also gives you self-confidence. And like I said before, when people relate to it, that is the most rewarding thing ever. Like ever. Like seriously, it's really. It's what keeps me going. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I would do without it. Seriously. So, you know, pick up an instrument, try it. You will not regret it. It's very worth it. It is worth it. Well, that concludes the questions. Again, my name's Irvin Wauneka. I want to shout out to Rez Refuge. Whoa, yeah! Thank you again, Rez Refuge. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing beautiful things for beautiful people. Do not stop. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you again.
Last night when I went to your show, that was me on the right, yes.
light, yes, yeah. Any light, baby. Any light, yeah. Ooh.